Fungi as decomposers and nutrient cycler. Fungi play a critical ecological role as decomposers, breaking down dead organic matter and recycling nutrient essential for life. Through their powerful enzymatic system, fungi convert complex organic compounds such as lignin, cellulose into simpler molecules that can be reused by plants and microorganisms. This process is central to maintain the carbon and nitrogen cycle, soil fertility, and the global ecosystem stability. The role of fungi in decomposition. What is decomposition? Decomposition is the biological breakdown of organic material from dead organism into simpler substance. Fungi are primary decomposer in terrestrial ecosystems, especially in environment where plant litter, leaves, wood, roots accumulate. Why fungi are so effective? It's important to question. They produce extracellular enzymes that can digest large complex polymers. Their filamentous structure hyphae allows them to penetrate solid substrates and access nutrient deep within decaying material. Breaking down complex organic. This lignin is one of the most complex natural polymers, giving woods its rigidity and resistance to decay. Basidiomycetes, especially white root fungi, excrete lignin peroxidase, manganese peroxidase, and lactases to degrade lignin. This process releases carbon dioxide and open access to cellulose. Example: Phanerochaete, Chrysoporium, Trimete versicolor, Trimetes versicolor, cellulose and hemicellulose. These polysaccharides form the structure frame of the plant cell wall. Fungi produce cellulases, hemicellulases to break them into glucose and other sugar for energy. Aspergillus niger, Penicillium chrysogenum, saprophytic fungi, and humus formation. Saprophyte defined. Saprophytic fungi obtain nutrient by feeding on dead organic matter. They are nature clean-up crew, converting waste into stable organic compounds. Humus formation, as fungi decompose plant residue, partially decomposed matter accumulate as humus in soil. Humus improve soil texture, water retention, and nutrient availability. Fungal hyphae bind soil particle, enhancing soil structure and aeration. Example of saprophytic fungi: Aspergillus, Penicillium rhizopus, Mycor, and Trichoderma. Nutrient recycling in ecosystem. In forest ecosystem, fungal decomposer release carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, and sulfur back into the soil. These nutrients are absorbed by plant roots, clothing the nutrient loop. Falling leaf, the trees, animal waste all pass through the fungal decay before re-entering the biological cycle. In agriculture system, fungal activity contribute to soil fertility and reduce the need for chemical fertilizer. Composting relies heavily on fungal decomposition for organic waste management. The rule of biological cycle, carbon cycle. Fungi break down carbon-rich plant material, releasing CO2 via respiration. They help sequester carbon by forming stable soil organic matter. Balance between decomposition and the carbon storage influence climate regulation. This is a carbon cycle. Nitrogen cycle. fungi decompose protein and amino acid, releasing ammonia, NH3. This ammonia can then be converted into nitrate by bacteria, making nitrogen available for plants. Some fungi, especially mycorrhizal mycorrhizal types, also help retain nitrogen in soil ecosystem. Example of important decomposer fungi. The fungal group example and the substrate decomposed and the ecological rule. Basidiomycete, Phanicate, Chrysoporium, substrate decomposed lignin wood, the ecological rule, white root fungus, carbon recycling. Ascomycetes, Aspergillus niger, and the Bacillium species is substrate decomposed cellulose starch. The ecological rule, soil and the composted decomposer. Zygomycetes, the Rhizopus stolonifer. The substrate decomposed carbohydrate. The ecological rule, breed mold and nutrient recycling. Detromycetes, Trichoderma species, the example, substrate decomposed plant residue, ecological rule, soil conditioner, biocontrol. Ecological and practical importance. Soil health enhance fertility, structure, and microbial diversity. Carbon management regulates CO2 release and the carbon sequestration. Waste recycling degrade agriculture and industrial residue by technological use, production of cellulase and lignases for biofuel and paper industries. Summary fungi act as essential recycler in nature. They decompose tough plant material, lignin, cellulose, convert dead biomass into nutrients, sustain the carbon and nitrogen cycle, maintain soil fertility and structure. Without them, organic matter would accumulate and essential nutrient would become locked away, halting ecosystem productivity. Quizzes: which enzyme group allows fungi to break down lignin in wood? Amylase, protease, lignin peroxidase, lipase. The answer is lignin peroxidase. Lignin peroxidase are specialized oxidative enzyme produced by white root fungi to degrade lignin polymer in wood. What is the primary ecological rule of saprophytic fungi? Parasitism, nitrogen fixation, decomposition of dead matter, oxygen production. The answer is decomposition of dead matter. Saprophytic fungi feed on dead and decaying material, recycling nutrient into ecosystem. Which of the following fungi is known for decomposing cellulose? Rhizopus stenophila, stolonifer, Aspergillus niger, Candida albicans, Streptococcus neoformans. The answer is Aspergillus niger. Aspergillus niger produces cellulase that efficiently degrades cellulose and plant debris. In which ecosystem are fungal decomposer most active and essential? Marine ecosystem, forest, desert. Bowlers are rich in aaronic litter, leaves, wood, provide ideal condition for fungal decomposition. Which statement best describe fungi rule in the carbon cycle? They fix atmospheric nitrogen. They fix the atmospheric nitrogen. They convert carbon dioxide into glucose. They release carbon dioxide during decomposition. They remove carbon permanent from the atmosphere. The answer is the release of carbon dioxide during decomposition. Fungi respire during decomposition, releasing CO2 as part of the carbon cycle. Formation by fungi improves soil acidity only, water retention, texture and nutrient content, temperature regulation only, in one of the above. The answer is water retention, texture and nutrient content. Humus formed through the fungal activity enhance several physical and chemical properties of soil. What would happen if decomposer fungi disappear from the ecosystem? Organic matter would accumulate, soil fertility would decline, carbon and the nitrogen cycle would collapse, all of the above. The answer is all of the above. Organic matter would accumulate, soil fertility would decline, carbon and nitrogen cycle would collapse. Without decomposer, nutrient would remain locked in dead matter, halting ecosystem and productivity.